And continuing on with Skyrim, we are going to fight a dragon. He's right there. Look at him. He's flying around the mountain. I bet that's like where the Imperial camp is and they're already fighting him. Well, I mean, I would know. Fuck. Yeah, I would know. Damn. I would know whether or not he's fighting him because, again, this is post-commentary. And yes, they are engaged in battle with this dragon already. Alright, so I'm pulling out Dragon Rend now. Also spending some of my souls on shouts and stuff, because like I always forget to do that. I know it's dumb, but I always forget to do it, and yeah. Also, another thing I always forget to do is level up, but it's kind of nice that way, because then like, you know, I do go to level up and I have like 4 or 5 perks that I can spend, and I don't know, it's usually like an enjoyable experience, so I'll take it. Pulling out my bow, like everyone else. Of course, everyone has to get in my way, though. I end up shooting people, maybe. Fucking hell. Like, why aren't they all back? Why aren't we all backfiring, firing bows at them? This is just an elder dragon. I mean, just an elder. Aren't, like, I think elder dragons are the strongest, or ancient dragons, or blood dragons. I'm not sure. But now he flies over to, like, behind the camp and everything, and like, I don't know. I hate how Dragon Rend, like, it doesn't pull them immediately down. Like, they stay in the air, and then they usually like fly away, fly far away before they actually, before it actually does make them land. Like, that's a little bit dirty, you know. Could have made it a bit easier for us, but like, and of course now I have to go behind this fucking mountain to like finish the dragon off. But it is what it is. Like, there's such small complaints about like such a you know, what is essentially like a really great game. Like, people will find anything to complain about, even with a game like as awesome as this. Damn, he hurts. He hurts. I almost died there. That would have been embarrassing, dying on a normal unnamed dragon. Of course, like the named ones are kind of like easier, I think, now. Like, they're not as hard as they used to be. Not as hard as they used to be.
Keep an eye out for Stormcloak spies.
Went down like a bitch.
Talking peace with Ulfric?
Stay alert. You must never know when those Stormcloak dogs might charge.
So apparently, the legate, Ricky, whatever, the girl, won't let me do the quest. Maybe I'm missing something here, but like, I couldn't do the quest, so I just decided to go on with the season Unending, and you know, head off to sell some stuff to this guy, and then head off to Windhelm to talk to Erlfric about you know, the truths, trying to get him and everyone else up to the Greybeard's place on top of the mountain, so we can discuss truth. And that's actually like, that was actually really fun to do. I really enjoyed doing that. It's not your typical quest of like, go here, kill this guy. It's like, you know, very dialogue heavy, and a lot of character development going on, and a lot of world building too in the interaction with each other. You get the sense of, you know, a greater sense of like what is actually going on in the world when you hear like you know, everyone talking. And that is just like not even just about the Return of the Dragons, but like the internal politics in this game is, you know, pretty complex for a video game. You know, it's pretty complex and what do you call it? Just
By the gods.
overall
What to say?
great effort on the part of the writers, developers, whatever. I love how they all run over like, oh my god, he absorbed his soul.
In all my years,
It's kind of what I do. I
very dead now.
absorb dragon souls.
Where did
You
it
know,
come from?
I devour them.
Can't be. It took its very soul.
So I'm just exploring the camp now. Because I'm still trying to get this quest to like activate or whatever. Like I know I have to talk to her, but it's just like it's not activating or whatever. I think it's like some kind of glitch again, because this game does get very glitchy. Very much so. Steal some stuff. Well, not really steal, because I think I'm allowed to take that stuff. But bunch of sick people in here. Damn, that fucking sucks. That would suck. Like, they're in bare feet too, and it's like snowing. It's like negative 30 degrees. And they're in there like dying. What do you think their odds are, anyway, back in that time?
Talking
I mean,
peace
obviously
with
it's a
Ulfric?
totally different like world and everything. There's magic and stuff, but like, what do you think? What do you think
Talking peace
their
with
odds were
Ulfric?
back then in like the Middle Ages? You know, even the Revolutionary War, the winter, the Continental Army spent in Valley Forge was apparently very rough, and like a lot of people died from that, as opposed to like actual combat.
We've stopped. What is it?
She's supposed to be holding a torch, but you know it's not.
Here.
It's not spawned in. It's glitched, probably because of the recording. I have so much problems with the recordings usually go smoothly. Like I never have a problem with video quality and stuff like that. But the only thing it does is it just lags it all to hell. Like things don't spawn in right away like they do when I'm playing normally. It's not really like a big deal. It's not like a game breaker for me that I just can't record it. It's just that, you know, it's not really like 100% professional, but trying to give myself some slack. I'm not trying to be a perfectionist this time and do everything right. Like I want to ease into this. I'm gonna make mistakes. You know, things aren't going to be perfect, but I'm just starting out. Fast traveling to Windhelm if I like can find it. I have a lot of quests too. I gotta like get to work on maybe like cutting some of these down. But like I've been throughout the entire game, I've been doing like nothing but side quest. I figured like now, for the sake of the recording, and even just for the sake of beating the game, like I just decided like handle the main quest like pretty much exclusively until it's beaten, until it's wrapped up, and then I can like get into the other stuff with like Thieves Guild, because I really like what's going on there. Like that's a lot of Thieves Guild I think is a lot of fun. Dark Brotherhood was really good in Oblivion. Like I really loved doing that in Oblivion. Didn't finish it, but like I loved what I did get done. This Dark Brotherhood is kind of, it's not as creepy. I loved like how creepy it was in Oblivion, but these guys, they're just
Since when?
Just normal psychopaths, just normal everyday psychopaths. They don't worship a dark lord like the psychopaths in Oblivion.
I oppose tyranny. I oppose those who tell me how to live, what to think, and what to believe.
Not sure what they would be classified on the DSM-5. What's worse, a group of psychopaths worshipping a dark lord, or a group of psychopaths just killing for money? I would think the maybe worshipping the dark lord thing would. But then at the same time, you know, you have the people doing it for money, you know, which is kind of like a selfish reason. Very selfish. At least with like the Dark Lord, you know, their minds aren't. They're corrupted by insane religion. You know, financial gain never looks good in court. Like committing crimes for financial gain, it just always looks bad. But what I'm doing right now is I'm actually waiting outside for him, because I think it's like late. It's like 2 a.m. I'm waiting outside because trying to kill time, because I don't want to put up with another loading screen. But then I just say, fuck it, I'm going in. You know, what's the worst that could happen? I'll have to cut it out, I guess, if it gets too long. Yeah, what's the worst? But turns out not a bad turnaround, and I can go talk to him in the hallway. We meet each other in the hallway, like it's like college or something. Just meet each other in the hallway and start talking.
Yes.
We're discussing very important politics on the at the top of the stairs. They don't seem to have a problem though with you invading their personal space, like their bedrooms and stuff. Like, can go poke around in their bedrooms. They don't give a shit. They don't care, which is good. And I hate this so much. Like, really? I mean, I know we're in the middle of the hall, but seriously, what the fuck?
Are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear.
Like, people would get beheaded for doing that. I don't care. People back then would get beheaded for, like, it's unbelievable.
I'll do it. The world
That is just uncalled for. That is just rude.
Well, it changes the situation.
She comes back and like does it to me again, and then just disappears. You know, what the fuck?
Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
And obviously he's okay with his people carrying on like this. Doesn't have a problem with it. Fuck you, guy. Fuck you. I'm gonna steal some stuff if I can find anything worth stealing. Everything's empty though. It's a potion. I just had to get that over on him. I had to steal something from him because he's such an asshole. He's such a dick. Speaking of sociopaths and psychopaths, Erlfric fits the description like almost to a T of like at least a narcissist, like an extremely narcissistic person. Like his narcissism in just some of the dialogue is almost sickening. I don't know. I see this stuff because like in school and stuff, like I study. It's like a minor, so maybe I'm just overreacting. But you know, we're at the end of the video. So I'll see you in the next one, where we will continue season Unending. Bye.